What's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. Back with another live stream. We're gonna break down these fights for this weekend, May 14th, May 15th. You know what I'm saying? Talk about these matchups. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate you guys checking out the content. It's all good. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get right to it. Salute Storm B Man in the building. Appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. So kind of a not we got like a I would say kind of a slow weekend. It's not like a star studded. Got some decent fights. You know, the Showtime card is gonna be pretty nice, but nothing too crazy. But we're gonna talk about it nonetheless. All right. So the first fight I want to talk about, these are cruiserweights. This is a IBF eliminator for the number 2 spot. You got Michael Shalechik. He's the fighter with the hat on, you know what I'm saying, with the taped up fists. And then you got Yuri Kasnitsky. So both guys got one loss. Pretty good matchup, 50-50. I like Shalechik. He from Poland, and this fight gonna take place in Poland. He's a good fighter. He fought Makabu. He gave Makabu hell. Makabu is a WBC champion. And actually, I mean, I watched that fight like 2 or 3 times. Maybe Makabu edged it out, but Makabu, he was in a life and death situation with my man right here, and he can fight. So I favor him in this fight. Kasnitsky, I mean, he can fight. He's strong. He's a good puncher. You know what I'm saying? Look at his resume. You see a lot of knockouts. He got a high knockout ratio. But I like Selekin in this fight, man. He pretty good. And most of the Polish fighters, they pretty well schooled, seasoned, and they tough as hell. You know what I'm saying? Kornacki, Selecki, a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to this fight. So this will be the number 2 spot in the IBF at cruiserweight, and then they'll be in line to fight Marius Breeders. Now he's the number 1 fighter in the division, and he's talking about moving up to heavyweight and possibly get a big fight up there. So we'll see if he keep his belt or he'll fight one of these 2 guys. But this fight going down May 14th. It's in Poland, so I'm gonna try to have a link for that, and I do. You know what I'm saying? If you guys interested, I definitely post that. So that's what it is. This should be a good fight, though. All right, moving on. We have an all ladies card, headlined by Heather the Heat Hardy versus Jessica Camara. Now, Heather Hardy is coming back off her first loss of her career to Amanda the Real Deal Serrano. That was a good fight. I think that was like, what was it, September 2019. She lost her WBO title at featherweight. Now she's moving up 2 weight classes to 135, and she's facing a tough fighter, Jessica Camara. She can fight. She's, you know what I'm saying, she's durable. She's been stopped one time, but she's gonna bring it. Heather Hardy is a boxer, not really a big puncher, but she knows her way around the ring. She can box all night long. And I thought she got back in a Amanda Serrano fight, like in the mid round. She started to get herself together after the immediate shock from the power. So, you know, Heather Hardy can fight. She's looking for she can be in line for a big fight too. You know what I'm saying? Kate Taylor's running out of opponents at 35. So that's a possible fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to this, man. This fight is going down May 14th. You know what I'm saying? It's on UFC Fight Pass if you guys want to check that out. It should be a pretty good card. You know what I'm saying? All women on this card. The co-main event, you have Melissa St. Ville versus Olivia Garillo. Now, I think these ladies either had an exhibition or something, but they pretty familiar with each other. Both ladies are veterans in the sport of boxing. Garillo, I think she got almost 50 fights. She's like 18-18. Don't let that fool you. She is a journeywoman per se, but she fought everybody. I think she fought Jelena Marinovich, Amanda Serrano. I mean, the list goes on and on. She fought everybody. So this should be a pretty good fight. Melissa St. Ville is a good boxer. She like to move around the ring and counterpunch. And Garillo is a come forward fighter, like to apply a lot of pressure. So this should be a little fun fight right here. And this is going to be the co-main to the Heather Hardy main event. So that's what's up. All right, moving on to the big boys. Now, this is May 15th out in Germany. You got Manuel Char versus Chris Lovejoy. Now, I didn't think this fight what's going to happen. It's still Monday, so we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because we had some issues with Don King and Chris Lovejoy and all that good stuff. But Chris Lovejoy is in Germany. They did the press conference this morning. Everything looked like it's a go. So we're gonna see. Now, as far as the fight, Char haven't fought, I want to say, going on 4 years. When he won the WBA regular title, then he tested positive. Then he was a back and forth legal issue with the B sample. So he ain't been in the ring in a long time. So there's a lot of mysterious stuff going on in this fight. Now, Char when he was active, I mean, he was like a top 50 guy in my opinion. I mean, he's tough. He gonna come to fight. He got stopped by Marius Breeders. You know what I'm saying? The cruiserweight moved up and stopped him. Vitaly Klitschko stopped him. I think it was a cut stopped him. Povetkin stopped him. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good little. He's okay, but he's not like a top 20 guy. You know what I'm saying? I never really was impressed with Char. This be 100, but he's tough and strong though. Chris Lovejoy, it's like it's like unsolved mysteries. You know what I'm saying? There's only like 2 minutes worth of film on him. He had all his fights in Mexico. He's 19-0, 19 knockouts. So that's a glossy record. He's a big guy, 6'5", looking like he about two. I would say seeing him at the press conference. Look like he under 300. It look like he's under 300. So I'm giving him about 285. So he a big boy. And his fights, he been like 330, 320, 290. So he a big boy. And if you guys follow him on Instagram and social media, you'll see he a big guy. So it's a lot of unknowns in this fight. That's why I'm intrigued by it. I mean, it's gonna be tough to find a stream for this because you know what I'm saying? It's just hard right now. Hopefully it open up and they can put it on Fight TV or something like that. But this fight is intriguing, man, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Two big guys going at it. Chris Lovejoy should have the size advantage. He like he a couple of inches taller, and he definitely gonna have at least 30 pounds on him. So we'll see what Chris Lovejoy brings to the table. Just a little bit that I've seen on him. He going for the knockout. He a big power guy, kind of plotting. He does have decent hand speed though for his size, but that was only 2 minutes and like 30 seconds. But he was facing an overmatched opponent, so it's only so much you can see, and he got a lot of mystery behind him. So we'll see though. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of excited about it though. So we'll see. All right, moving on. We have the zone card, May 15th. We got a new headline, but Waxy versus Dos Santos. Terry Harper had to pause the fight because she broke her hand. She was going to headline in a unification versus Hong-Min Choi, which it was very highly anticipated. So, just to talk about the card, you got a couple of European titles and English titles on the line. You got the young lady Ellis Hopkins about to make her pro debut. Solomon the Rockets making his pro debut. He a heavyweight. You have a can't miss prospect on this card. Dalton Smith, he's a problem. He been through the amateur system out there in the UK. Good fighter at 140 pounds, strong, durable. His pops trained him. His dad also trained Sonny Edwards in that big victory over Melanthane. So a couple weeks ago to get the IBF strap off of him. So Dalton Smith is a problem. He's facing Appleyard for the English title. So that's just a step up, a little trinket for him. You know what I'm saying? Just a progression in his career. And he fights at 140. Gamal Yafai versus Jason Cunningham. That's 12 rounds for the European title. Yafai, he's these guys are domestic level. Yafai's big brother, Cal Yafai, he was a former world champion. Cunningham is a southpaw boxer. Don't really give you too much. He like to stay on the outside. And I think Yafai is going to be the aggressor in this fight. He's going to have to seize the victory. So that's a little decent fight at 122 pounds. Then we're moving up to cruiserweight. You got Tommy McCarthy versus Alexander Jar. This might be a good little cruiserweight fight, though. They got a European title on the line as well. He said, oh, what's up, Renee Bachon? Salute to you. So McCarthy, he been on a little roll since his last loss. He went to Italy and got an upset victory, and then he beat a guy on one of the matchroom cards last year. McCarthy can fight a little bit, got good hand speed, counter puncher, big guy. These cruiserweights, so they can punch a little bit. And Jer, he's an aggressive guy too. He gonna come forward too. I mean, his 4 losses, he been stopped. He been stopped by the best though. He fought some top guys in cruiserweight, and he been stopped once, and then he lost to El Diablo. So this should be a pretty good fight though. Pretty good fight. Then we got a super middleweight fight. You got LeRon Richards, tall southpaw. He's facing off against DeCarlis. What's his first name? I can't remember his first name. I think his name Giovanni DeCarlis. Now DeCarlis is a aggressive guy. He been like a French. I think he won like a WA interim title at 68. He fought Fies and Boots and a couple of other those German fighters over there, Tyrone Jones and stuff like that. So he's an aggressive guy. He been around the block. He got 9 losses, but he's still a tough fighter. He gonna come to fight. And so it's a kind of a style class. DeCarlos is coming forward to be the aggressive guy, and then Richards is a boxer. He's gonna be on the back foot. He said, but Waxy cruiserweight. No, but Waxy is a light heavyweight. He's light heavyweight. Richards is like I said, he a tall southpaw, like to use a ring. Don't have a lot of pop. You know what I'm saying? His knockout ratio is pretty low. I think he got like 3 or 4 knockouts and 14 wins. But he a good boxer. This could be an ugly fight now. I'm just gonna pre-warn. But we'll see if he can sit down his punches. He can box his ass off, you know what I'm saying, for the level that he's at. I just like to see him be a little bit more aggressive and push the guy back instead of moving so much. He have a lot of close fights, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Now, on to the main event. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty underwhelming fight. You know what I'm saying? The only interest in this fight is to see how well Joshua Buatsi looked with his new coach, Virgil Hunter. He's facing off against Daniel Dos Santos, who's 15-0, but he haven't fought nobody. He's a tall guy, kind of upright, just a basic type of fighter. Buatsi shouldn't have no problems. But I'm interested in this fight because Buatsi is a top 10 guy, or on the fringe of being a top 10 guy at light heavyweight. He got some high rankings in the WBA. You know what I'm saying? So he should be getting a title shot in the IBF too. So, and he got the connection because he's managed by AJ and he's promoted by Eddie Hearn. Ricky E245 in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you. So, like I said, he just linked up with Virgil Hunter. We seen my man Ricky E with that super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that. So we seen Virgil Hunter, you know what I'm saying, last week on the Canelo card with Sissoko, and he looked pretty good. He had him a basic style until like the 9th round, 8th round when he got dropped with an inside uppercut. But other than that, he all boxed the guy the whole fight. Now I want to see Buatsi bring that to the table. But Wax in his last fight, I mean, his eye was looking like Billy Joe in his last fight. So I'm surprised he didn't have a fraction in his face. You know what I'm saying? And that's just tells me lack of defense. You feel me? So hopefully, Virgil Hunter gonna shore that up. I just want to see how he look because I like him being aggressive. I think he's a good aggressive guy. But if he's gonna employ some of that tactics, you know what I'm saying, that Virgil Hunter like to use, which mean the 1-2-1, you know what I'm saying? That's the combination. You know what I'm saying? Ending off the combination with the jab and keeping your stiff arm right there and being defensive and, you know what I'm saying, everything up the middle, straight punches. Then we might have a different Buatsi and defensive responsible because Buatsi can crack and he got a nice little pedigree. So that's the only intrigue in this fight. I think it's a mismatch. I think Buatsi probably run through this kid. But I just want to see the progression as with his new coach. So, you know what I'm saying? I always can find a silver lining in something that can be looked at as upon negative and stuff like that. So that's what it is right there. All right, now we're moving on. So this is the biggest card of the weekend. You got PBC, Luis Nery versus Brandon Figueroa. This is a unification. We're going to talk about that, though. You know what I'm saying? PBC doing some slick stuff, but this is a fun fight. It's a can't miss action-packed fight. It's in Carson, California, where all the big fights happen, even in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get to it. So open up the Showtime show. You got Xavier Martinez versus Juan Carlos Burgos. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Burgos. He fought Mikey Garcia back in the day, gave him a decent fight. Devin Haney fought him. He fought Hector Tanahada. And he's a pretty good, he a pretty good trial horse right now. He all, when he step up in competition, he normally loses. This is first time fighting at 130. This is a WA eliminator. This is Burgos' first time fighting at 130 or below in probably like 5 years. So we're gonna see. He said, "Heck yes, I want to see Neri versus Brandon. Yeah, that's gonna be fireworks. Yes, sir, fireworks." So Burgos is a tall guy. He got a good jab. You know what I'm saying? He really, I mean, at this stage of his career, he's more so of they're about to turn him into a journeyman type of opponent. But he's tough. He should give Martinez rounds. Now, Martinez, he's a TMT fighter. He got a high ranking in the WBA at 130. I think he's number 2 behind Christopher Colbert. He's a good puncher, solid. Didn't look so great. He said look like Triple G. Martinez didn't look so great in his last fight. He fought a tough veteran, Claudio Marrero, who had him hurt and dropped twice. But I like the way he got up and rallied though. So it's not really like it's not really a bad thing to get dropped. You know what I'm saying, per se, if you don't know, because you can rebound from that and you can come stronger like he did. He got back in that fight. I thought he was up out of there, but he got back in that fight and won basically the rest of the rounds. So salute to him for that, and that's a learning experience. But Martinez is a good puncher though. He's a good puncher. I haven't seen Burgos get up. I don't think Burgos ever been stopped, so that'd be a nice little feather in the cap. Mikey beat him. Devin Haney all boxed him. You can say Devin Haney probably beat him the best because he all boxed him for 10 rounds. So we'll see, man. And you can tell just by the matchup what Mayweather Promotions think of Martinez. Because they was going to throw him in there with Christopher Colbert. But after that last performance, you see how they stepping him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because the last fight he won was an eliminator. And this is another eliminator. So he might see Chris Colbert down the line. But you know what I'm saying? These guys now on the same schedule. He fighting in May, Chris Colbert fighting in July. And if you guys follow my template, how I be figuring out these matchups, that's one of them. They got to be on the same schedule, at least 3 weeks apart. They damn near a month and some change. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see TMT pushing him towards Colbert, but this should be a pretty good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? Martinez I know that last fight he kind of took a step back because of the knockdowns, but he's a strong kid, solid, durable, good puncher, and he got some dog in him. So we'll see. And he's trained by Diego Corrales' stepdad. We all remember that fight with when he fought Mayweather and he stopped the fight. And the same guy, I think his name Ray. I know his name Ray, but he trains Martinez, so we'll see. He said Ricky Ray's like, okay, talk to each other. All right. Next fight. So we got the return of former unified champion, 122 pounds, Danny Roman. He going back in there against Ricardo Espinoza. This is a pretty good fight. Espinoza is a smaller guy moving up. He fought John Vera Casimero for the WBO interim title. And that was a good fight. That fight on YouTube, hey, that was a good fight. Espinoza got stopped in the 12th round by Casimero, but that was Casimero looked like to me he really needed that. It was that close of a fight. And so he gonna come to fight. I think his nickname is Hindu. He gonna come to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He'll come forward guy, kind of short, stocky. Roman is probably one of the best the best body punchers in the sport of boxing. He's very underrated. He's very unassuming fighter. He's not brash. He ain't really talking no trash. He just come to fight. He's a workman-like guy. Don't got really big power, but like I said, as a body puncher, he's a real good body puncher. And he's been tested before. He lost his titles to MJ, but he got a win. That was a tough victory though. He fought Payano on the Charlos undercard. I thought he got the victory, but that was a tough fight for him. And he's looking to get into some title contention. You know what I'm saying? And just so if something happens to the main event, you would expect Danny Roman to move up into that spot. So hopefully nothing happens. Everything 100, knock on wood. But this should be an entertaining fight, though. I like Danny Roman. He's one of the good guys in the sport of boxing. So make sure you guys check him out and support him. Let me see. He says, speaking of Casemiro, he's fighting Rigo August 14th on Showtime. Yes, sir. That's another unification. And I'm about to speak on that unification. Yeah, August 14th. All right, man. Speaking of unification, so this fight right here is a unification of the WBC title, 122 pounds, and the WBA regular title. So I know as boxing fans, we say you can't unify the regular title. Well, PBC then changed it up. Same thing with Rigo. Rigo is the WBA champion, regular champion at 118 pounds, and he's unifying with the WBO champion at 118 pounds, Casemiro. So PBC is doing that now. You feel me? So, and the winner of this fight is going to face Stephen Fulton in another unification for quote unquote 3 belts. So you guys don't be so shocked. You're gonna hear from me first. So Nery versus Figueroa is a great fight, great style matchup. It has all the makings of a war. You know what I'm saying? Both guys gonna come to fight. He said, "I got Casemiro." Rigo look like he's 50. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun fight though. If Casemiro can make Rigo fight, that's gonna be a good one. I think Nery wins. Yeah, yeah. I think I got Neri too. But as far as the breakdown, Neri is a strong puncher. I don't know if he carried out that power all the way to 122 because I know 118 he was a crazy puncher. And he had struggle making the weight, and I thought he should have been moved up. Now his last fight against Alameda, I thought he lost. Like I thought he lost 7-5. Alameda was putting that jab on Neri. And Alameda is coming back on the Charlo undercard June 19th versus Angelo Leo, former world champion who just lost to Fulton. That's a good ass fight too, but we're gonna break that down later. But Neri, he is a strong puncher. He a good boxer when he want to, good body puncher. I just want to see him put everything together. He got a new coach. He was with Eddie Reynoso, but he got another coach now, and we're gonna see if he can make the weight. I think I would take him because he's a better counterpuncher, and plus Figueroa got some defensive issues. You know what I'm saying? He said, I feel Neri KO's Brandon. Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that definitely. Now Brandon Figueroa, we all know he fights just like his brother. He just got a little bit different. He actually uses jab. He's like 5'9". He'll use his jab at first, but then he'll fall in do the same stuff. But I like it for him to have some success. He can keep Neri. If he box a little bit and surprise Neri, I think we're gonna have something like I don't know if you guys remember this fight, John Molina versus Ruslan Provodnikov. Everybody thought against Ruslan Provodnikov. Everybody thought that was gonna be an all action war, and then John Molina started boxing and used his height and his height and reach, and he outboxed Ruslan over 10, 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Then he got the Matisse fight off of that win. I can see something like that. I think that's the keys to victory for Brandon Figueroa. He has to box a little bit. He's gonna bang, of course. That's just in his nature. But he can box a little bit, win some of those rounds. You know what I'm saying? Something like Leo Santa Cruz did to Frampton. You know what I'm saying? Surprise him a little bit because everybody expecting an all-out war. But pick your spots. He is the bigger man, I think. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a fun fight. I like Neri because I like his power. I like his body punching, and I think the defensive problems of Figueroa, I don't think you're gonna fix those. Now if he do start boxing on the outside and picking his shots, it could be a problem for Neri. He can push Neri back because he got a high work rate and he's a strong physical kid. You know what I'm saying? He liked to fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though he looked like a pretty boy, he had to do like to fight. So props to him. So I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna maybe take a round or two to get warmed up. But once it get warmed up, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be all out action. And I like Neri probably like a late stoppage. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. That's why they fight the fight. So that's what it is, man. So like I said, it's kind of not really a star-studded weekend, but still some good fights. You know what I'm saying that you can check it out. I'm gonna do a little recap before I get up out of here. I want to thank everybody once again too for coming through the building. Appreciate that. So we're gonna recap real quick. So we got a cruiserweight title for it's an eliminator, IBF eliminator. This is Karnishkit versus Selected. This fight gonna be in Poland, May the 14th. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a link, I'll drop that behind the scenes or whatever. You got an all females card, Heather DeHee Hardy versus Jessica Kamara. You got Olivia Garillo versus Melissa St. Ville on the card. That should be a pretty entertaining fight too. This on UFC Fight Pass, Friday, May the 14th. You know what I'm saying? May 15th, you got some heavyweights, Manuel Char, Christopher Lovejoy. This is like the unsolved mystery heavyweight fight of the year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of intrigue in this fight. Hopefully we can get a link or something like that popping, but I'm just interested to see. I don't really got no expectations. I just want to see him in the ring. And then we're moving on. Same day, May 15th, you got the zone card. You know, more so on the level of a showbox card to me. You know what I'm saying? This is a lot of guys probably people don't really know about. We got some young talent on the card. Be on the lookout for Dalton Smith. This kid can fight. He's fighting for the English title at 140 pounds, but Berwaxi versus Dos Santos. You know what I'm saying? Berwaxi should get the victory, and we'll see how he look with his new trainer, Virgil Hunter. And then you got the Showtime card. Luis Neri versus Brandon Figueroa, unification. That should sound funny. WBC and the WBA regular. Then you got Danny Roman on the card, former unified champion, and then Xavier Martinez versus Juan Carlos Burgos. So that's the full lineup, man. The weekend, you know what I'm saying? Coming off this big weekend with Canelo and all that good stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? We back at it. So I want to thank everybody for coming through. Thanks for the support, the comments, all that good stuff. Feel free to drop a comment on the video or hit me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom. You can hit me at Twitter at OverJ. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to follow me. Check out my boxing takes over there. Or L Does Boxing. Hit me up behind the scenes. You can ask questions, all that good stuff. It's all good. It's all love. So thank you guys for the support, and I'm out.